Adelaide's finest. Kyle Chalmers, the 18-year-old on the right of screen. And as always, Gian Rooney, you wouldn't know he's about to swim a big final. He always looks so relaxed. We saw it in Rio. We see him chatting away with Mak Hортон. What a field this is. Mak Hортon, gold in the 400 free. Kyle Chalmers, gold in the 100 free in Rio. Cam McAvoy, such a busy program there. Dan Smith, who swam in the 4x200 relay team and was fourth in Rio. And Дэвид Маккеон, who got this swim when Cam McAvoy elected not to at the Rio Olympic Games.
It's a big final, isn't it? And there's so many unknowns here as well. We've got Дэниель Smit, who's moved coaches from Dennis Cottrell up to Michael Bowl at St Peter's Western. We've got Mak Hортon, who's coming off 2 400s last night. We've got Kyle Chalmers, who we've never seen swim this event at this level of competition before. And Cam McAvoy coming off a win in the 50 freestyle last night. So it is a huge field.
McKeon in 1, Jek Kartraight, he's the equal youngest with Kyle Chalmers, both 18 in lane 2. Klайд Lьюис in 3, Дэниель Smit, terrific story. A personal fight back to become an Olympian. And now qualifying fastest for this men's 200 freestyle. Alexander Graham in lane 5, the 21-year-old from Bond University in Queensland. And Cam McAvoy, the defending champion, he tied with Thomas Fraser-Holmes last year. It was a dead heat for first. And McAvoy going for his 4th consecutive Australian title in the men's 200 free. One for Bruce McAvaney watching at home. A South Australian hasn't won this event, the 200 freestyle, in the metric era. Big night for the South Australians. And speaking of them, for those still watching on 7-2, time to switch across to 7 to watch the final of the men's 200 freestyle. Mak Hортon, 400 metres gold medalist in lane 8, if you don't mind.
Just snuck into a final.
It's got the big time racing feel about it, this one. Men's 200 freestyle. McAvoy, the defending champion, in lane 6. Kyle Chalmers in lane 7.
Take your marks.
So good start across the pool. Just a little slow off the blocks, perhaps Дэниель Smit in lane 4. Lane 5 swimming well, Alexander Graham. And pushing up already is Cameron McAvoy. So McAvoy maybe with a very narrow lead down the pool the first time as they come towards the first 50.
Okay, let's talk tactics in this race, because we've got across the field so many different ways to race this race for the boys. Cam McAvoy, we know how strong he is over this event. It used to be his preferred distance. He will just keep an eye on where everyone is in this first 100 metres. Kyle Chalmers, we know that he's got that endurance in the second 50 of a 100. When is he going to put the legs in, and when is he going to start to make his move? Mak Hортon, he will come right at the end as a more of the distance swimmer, save for Дэвид Маккеон. So really, leading them out at the 100-metre mark is Cam McAvoy, just in front of Дэвид Маккеон in lane 1. So a field very, very close together. Everyone's having a look at each other, keeping an eye on where everyone is. No one's prepared to make a huge move at this stage. We will see that once they hit the third 50 wall. So
not much between them, is there? Still in front, Cameron McAvoy. Don't think it's enough just yet. Jek Kartraight, Дэвид Маккеон also swimming well at the bottom of the screen, and now Smith has made a bit of a move. So Smith into second, McAvoy the leader, less than 50 to go. And what can Kyle Chalmers, the Olympic champion in the 100, produce in the finish? Up he goes, stroking alongside McAvoy. Oh, he's got plenty in the tank. Mak Hортon going with them as well. Big finish coming. Kyle Chalmers, the 18-year-old, he doesn't know how to lose. Hортon with him. Hортon gets him. What a race. 0.04 of a second. Hортon in lane number 8 wins the 200 freestyle. Incredible finish. Chalmers second. And Alexander Graham gets third. Remarkable.
What a race. What a final 15 metres. And on top of that, I don't want to put a dampener on it, no one's made the qualifying time.
1:46.45, that's the qualifying time. Brilliant racing. Cam McAvoy, by the way, has finished back in 5th position, 1:47.60, over a second outside his personal best. In fact, nearly 2 seconds outside his PB. Mак Hортон, 1:46.83. Kyle Chalmers, 1:46.87. None of them under the qualifying time. Well, that is a genuine shock. They don't look too bothered about it, it's got to be said.
Well, we were wondering if Kyle Chalmers could swim a 200. We now know he can. He showed great endurance on that last 50, just held his time. I think this is what's happened, though. We've seen a slow final because everyone was watching what everyone else was doing rather than sticking to their own race plan. Probably the only one who was doing it on his own was Mak Hортon, out in lane 8 and just using his distance legs to bring it home. So an incredible final there. I don't think anyone would have quite predicted that result.
In all that excitement too, Gianna, big PB for Mak Hортon, 1:47.36. New PB now lowers it to 1:46.83. Big smile from him. He's already qualified, obviously, to go to Budapest after winning the 200. So you would expect, after winning the 400 rather, so you would expect if he wants to swim, it's his. Men's 200 freestyle, and Kyle, we would expect, would also get the opportunity to get through in the 100, although there are no givens. We know that, Nathan. What a boil over.
Well, Mac, I'm not sure